Hello, construction. Good morning. Good morning. Um, so today I want to go over a little bit about the layout and the cutting and the framing jig that you have here. So go ahead and get this out. And the other thing that we're going to use is your saw, and you're going to use your tape measure. And go ahead and get one of your scrap pieces of wood like this, and a pencil of some sort. Don't use a full 8-inch one. Use a scrap one that's in your kit there. Yesterday we went through and we did some sanding on this. Mine just feels like silk in my hand. It just brings me joy when I hold that. It's wonderful. I also went through and did some sanding on this edge yesterday, so it's nice and smooth to my hand. Feels good. Maybe just a little bit more sanding right down here. Yep, just broke that edge nicely. So now I have my jig here. So I'm going to pull the camera down so you can see a little bit better. There we go. Is that better? There we go. The numbers may be a little upside down for you, but I think that you can understand what I'm going to be doing here. So first off, before I want to make any cuts, I have my saw here, my blade, and I just first, as you see, I haven't used this at all. I just want to put it here in my miter gauge and just sort of make some cuts in there, just so it's easier for me to go in there. And there we go. So I got a little bit of a notch in there, so I can also see where I need to place my wood when I'm going to be cutting it. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but of course you have your safety glasses on, which is important. So now I'm going to take my tape measure and I'm going to just mark an inch on here. So if I'm cutting an inch off here, that's actually, if this was a 2x4, this would be a foot. So I'm just going to make a mark there at an inch. I'm going to line that up right in my slot right there. You see right there how that lines up. That's nice how that works there. So then I'm just going to hold this firm with my left hand and with my right hand. Going to start a couple cuts. Come on. There we go. And then I cut through my material right there. So there's a 1-inch piece that I just cut off right there. And there's the rest of my piece right there. So why don't you go ahead and practice that. Go ahead and practice making a cut there and sanding up your jig right here before we go on to the next step. Okay?